Good afternoon, Life Christian Academy. I really appreciate you checking in on these Eagle News events. This is our featured story for the week, and I am delighted to have two hero teachers from the middle school joining us, Mrs. Warbeck and Mrs. LaRue. I'm sure they're cheering for you right now as they're watching Eagle News. You two are fantastic and inspiring. So let's dive into a couple of questions about this e-learning season, even right now. And don't fight over it. I'll let each of you get a chance to respond. But the first question we're going to talk about is, what are you doing specifically to support students during this transition to e-learning? What's been your biggest success in supporting students?
Well, for me personally, the biggest success that I've had is in checking in through email and also through side Zoom meetings, in addition to regular Zoom meetings, have some one-on-one time with some students that are struggling, maybe struggling to organize or just get the work done. And we keep it short. They're 5, 10, 15 minutes max, but I found that that's very helpful. The one-on-one contact is really helpful.
Yeah, when you remove the structure of a bell schedule for a middle school student, you have to create structure in a different way. So your individual Zoom meetings does that for students. Thanks, Jenny. All right, Mrs. Warbeck, how about you? What's the most successful thing you've done to support students?
I would actually say I'm in the same boat as Mrs. LaRue. I do a lot of one-on-ones on the back end. If I haven't heard from a student, and yes, even if they're turning in work, but I haven't actually talked to a student, they haven't shown up to a meeting, I will try and reach out one-on-one and just say, hey, how's it going? I miss you. Because yes, you're turning in work, but yes, I haven't actually seen you. Yeah. So just connecting with these students during this time is huge for me, and to know that I care about them, not just their work.
That's huge. Yeah, that social emotional support that you're providing is fantastic. And I know you've created a system for it so it doesn't overwhelm you. Would you share, just any teachers that are watching might like this? You're using Microsoft Teams, I believe. So what would a simple routine to check in with a student, what would that look like?
So yeah, I log into 8 or 9 a.m. when our school starts. I log into Teams, and it's just always on. I'm always logged in. Students know that they can reach out through chat, and it will pop up real quick, and I can either get back to them or say, hey, let's do a video chat. It's my quick way of just saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. I feel like it's a little more personal than an email because they are used to instant messaging, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So I can go through and go, oh, I haven't heard from the student. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. We missed you today. How are things?
Yeah, fantastic. I think that's a great way to do it. It's all through one system. It's coming through, and you can get quick responses from kids and respond quickly to them. It's engaging in their world with their language. Teams is like an instant messaging app. So that's cool. That's really cool. Let's shift the question a little bit about parents. How are you supporting parents who are now trying to become the teacher's assistant at home? Always a fun question. I don't want to talk about
if I haven't heard from a student, I try and I will email the student directly. That's my first go-to, is email the student directly, but I will usually CC a parent on that email just so that they're aware that I'm trying to contact their student with, hey, this is missing, or hey, I haven't seen you, or hey, how are things going? And then also letting the parent know that we are still here to help them. So I've had a couple parents reach out and said, my student is overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. And I said, I'm going to get a hold of them. So I hop on Teams, or I send a quick email, video chat, whatever, with the student and walk through. I've done lessons with students. I've answered questions with students. I've tried to be that person and try to eliminate the parent aspect as far as their butting heads with the student. Because it's a forceful, do this now. Well, I can't do this. I don't understand it. So trying to be that. I'm still the teacher. So I'll definitely take that off your plate and let me talk to them.
Yeah, parents, I hope you hear that. Please reach out to teachers, no matter what school your kid is at. Teachers love students. That's why we went into this profession. So please reach out to the teachers. Mrs. LaRue, how about you? Any tips for parents?
I would say contact the teacher.
Mhm.
I have several parents that we email regularly and or have phone conversations regularly because, like Ms. Warbrick said, I want to take that pressure off of the parent because the pressures that they are under with having their child at home are new pressures. So anything I can do to support the parent as well as the student. I have gone through lessons with students. We have reduced the amount of lessons that they've done. I would say that I believe the kids, the students are not reaching out as much as they did when we were in the building.
Right.
It's harder. And so that's what I'm trying to support both sides, parent and student, by more phone conversations and more Zoom meetings.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. And you brought up a great point there. You said something that it's almost a fear for teachers to say, but you said it, and I'm so proud of you for doing it. You said you'll reduce an assignment or eliminate an assignment, because I think the challenge is we tend to think as educators that work equals learning. And the switch in mindset that I've been trying to communicate, and I know you're on board with me with this, is it's learning equals learning. So how do we focus on learning rather than student work? How are you two making learning the greater priority than just the work?
I'm trying to use variety. I'm using some videos, some silly short 2 or 3 minute videos to introduce the concept before I actually teach it. So it's not the first time that they've seen it. I'm also chatting with them about what they need. Okay, guys, what do you need here? How can we accomplish this? And I find that a lot of times when you engage the students, like in a Zoom meeting, they will give themselves more work than I would have given them.
Yeah.
So I let them have more say and more ownership in what they're going to accomplish.
That's fantastic. Great advice. How about you, Becca?
Yeah, that's huge. The feedback, trying to get feedback from students of how is this going? What does this look like for you? What is working? And I have changed a couple of things due to student feedback. So I love hearing how it's working for them on their end. But I honestly miss being in the classroom and miss being able to teach. And so most of what I send out are videos of me sitting in my backyard teaching them because I miss it so much.
Yeah.
But for me, what we would have done in the classroom is note taking. I would teach, they would take notes, and it wouldn't be a graded thing. However, I am teaching and I'm having them write down some things that they heard me say. I go back and double check. I want to know that they're watching the video, but also I want them to know that they're understanding the material. So it's not just work. They're listening to me have the conversation with them. More so than just here's an assignment, figure it out from the Bible, because there's so much that you need to teach from the Bible. It's not something you can read and just understand.
Right.
So I do a lot of videos.
No, I love that. Thank you both of you for joining me today. You truly are hero teachers in my eyes. The work you're doing is heroic. It's amazing. Your support and love for students is so evident. So thank you for joining me. God bless. Make it a great day, and go Eagles.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.